Stock of the day, I always choose, and today Elders is in firm focus, upgrading full-year earnings guidance by 30 to 40%. A strong winter crop outlook and improved production will help to offset margin pressure on some of its product lines. This is, as it reports, a significant jump in first half net profit and a 40% increase in its dividend, up to 28 cents a share. Investors are loving the update, with shares surging into the green by more than 11% this morning. So, what do our experts think? Let's kick off with Mr. Agriculture himself, Mathan Somasundaram, who has been banging on about this food thematic for ages and liking Elders for ages. It's paying off. Do you still like it?
Yeah, look, I think 5-6 years ago it was a complete basket case.
Yep.
And I know Graf used to bash the crap out of it.
Yep.
But that is the time to look at it, and they did the right things. They structurally turned it around, and they've been executing, and it's been on a great run. Solid model. The macro is really positive. Right. And look, these guys benefit from inflation, but they have the ability to transfer the pricing. It's like a supermarket. Because their customers are doing well, they're able to pay a higher price. They don't care.
Yep.
You talk to most of the farmers, they don't care. Yep. They're willing to pay up because they're getting higher prices. So these guys continue to do well. They're not even really pushing the margins to protect their margins, pushing up the prices to protect their margins yet, because that's another leverage that they can play later. They're just benefiting from the overall cycle that's doing well.
Right.
So, look, the model's been great for the last 3-4 years, and I continue to see this doing better. It's just that, you look at it and...
So we haven't missed the boat if you're not in Elders?
It's a tough one. It's a solid performer at the moment.
Yep.
You buy it, it's growing, they're doing the right thing, the macro is good. I think the food thematic plays for a number of years because it's not like something else where you can just turn on the supply. Yep. It'll take a long time. And you can see in some of the emerging markets, they're really getting into trouble. And a lot of countries are now starting to ban exports because of the food problem. Yep. So I think Elders continues to benefit out of that.
At 15.26?
I think, look, tomorrow morning, all the brokers will upgrade, right? Everyone will go to a buy. Right. This is the typical, you play the brokers. So the stock price will probably go up again tomorrow. Right. The multiple looks expensive, and it is one of those ones, because it's a good quality performer and has been delivering upgrades on a regular basis, you never see the discount, but you buy it because they're executing till they don't do that. So I'm there. I think it's still a good buy, but you buy it for the execution. They're still doing well. The macro is good. Everything is working out. If it doesn't, and if something turns around, then you look to take profit. But at the moment, I'm more than comfortable buying it because they're doing the right thing. The macro is good. The thematic's good.
Okay. Henry, what do you think of the update and the Elders as a stock at the moment? Henry, you there?
His wife.
Oh, look.
I am here.
Yep.
I have to confess, Koshi, that a great mate of mine's wife is the CFO of Elders, and she's doing a fantastic job. And Elders are doing a fantastic job as well. And they, this is the diversified way to play the agricultural sector. Forget about the Inghams, forget about the Costas, which have weather issues. These guys are absolutely cleaning up at the moment. The agricultural sector has been a very successful sector for Australia. We're talking about food inflation. Farmers are pretty happy. We saw the result last week of Australian Agricultural Company, AAC, with their, that's the beef producer. Again, really good results, all-time high, I think, for that stock. Had a bit of a dip, then pushed higher. This is a really good growth stock, great exposure to the agricultural side of things. We know there's inflation, but food prices or agricultural prices are very elevated, like lots of commodities at the moment. There's nothing wrong with this. Good management, good quality company, great exposure to the agricultural theme. We've loved this for a while. I've loved this for a while. Obviously, I can't not because of my friend and her involvement with the company, but it's certainly been a core holding for us in one of our thematic portfolios, and it will remain so. And as Mathan rightly says, tomorrow all the brokers will update and upgrade because that's just the way of the world. And let's face it, when you look around the market at the moment, there is so much caution, there is so much uncertainty. There's a couple of things you can rely on in death and taxes, and maybe the third one is Elders at the moment in terms of the agricultural exposure. So bit of a fan of this one. I think it will push higher, and it's had a big spike today. Maybe we'll see a small pullback, but I think over time this one is a good long-term buy, and it's a buy from me.
Yeah, and good dividend payout as well.
Just on that,
As you've always referred to it, Mathan, as a agricultural listed investment company, haven't you?
it is, and they're
everything.
traded.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to mention is Incitec Pivot, in the similar kind of thematic, on a global basis, came out with the update today. They're going to split their business.
Yeah.
Explosive and fertilizer. Everyone knows how good fertilizer is. Everyone knows the food thematic. Everyone's paying for that. But they ignore the explosive business, and splitting it out suddenly puts attention to the unloved asset. And reality is, if you look at what's happening with Orica, they're doing better. They're on an upgrade cycle. Things are doing better. There's a new asset coming into the market. I reckon there will be a lot of people looking at that going, is this potentially the ugly duckling that's going to come attract some M&A?
Okay.
So there's a lot of play going
So
on in
like
the agri
Tabcorp
sector.
split
That's
bits
right.
off, like Woolworths did with Endeavour. You don't expect it from fertiliser and
You put it,
explosives.
you take your sexy asset, put the not so sexy one out there. New management pays attention. There's
Right.
another agri-related sector that's going to get attention.
All right.